Hello everyone! Today I have a fun review video for you. The company Lightwish sent me these two items to try out and share with you. We have a watercolor sketchbook and then a travel watercolor kit. So both of them came wrapped in plastic, but I thought I would skip the step of unwrapping them, and now I have them ready to go. We're going to start with the travel watercolor kit, which comes in a small case that's really cute. It feels really nice and sturdy. So inside there are 12 colors in a separate little palette, and a couple of swatch sheets with the names of the colors that are included. And here for the palette, it's a really neat little thing. It comes with the water container. And then when you open it, you have all sorts of mixing areas. So you can just hook the water container anywhere you want. On one side or on the top here. And then inside here you can put the colors. I like this little container here, because sometimes when you start painting with a certain palette, you realize that there's a color missing that you would rather paint, you know, like with a different color, a different palette. You can just like switch them out and then store whatever colors you're not using in this one. I don't think I would bring this with me to go paint outside, because the point is to have a limited palette and then the least amount of things with you. But it's great storage. Especially since it's see-through and you can see what's in there. So I put it in the same order as this. We have lemon yellow, deep yellow, vermilion, rose madder, royal purple, ultramarine, Prussian blue, emerald green, tea green, earth yellow, burnt sienna, and carbon black. I think that would probably be too big for something like this. Once you do your swatches, if you want to keep this on it, you can, but you would just like clip it to your palette like this, and then just, you know, paint. I don't know, I might put the water on this side here. Here we go. Well, I guess it still would work for a tiny little sketchbook like this. It's not off balance at all, and I could just hold it like this, yeah, or like this. Put a little clip here to keep the paper. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. So I will do the swatches in a minute. But I would like to show you the other item that I'm reviewing today. This, if you're going to use this at home, you can't really attach the water container to it, but it seems pretty stable to keep it on the table next to you. So that's pretty neat. I like that it comes with everything you need. And this palette, even though it's plastic, they don't feel like very flimsy plastic. They feel like almost like ceramic. So I'm excited to try them. All right, so I'll put them on the side for now. Now here's the watercolor sketchbook. That's really nice. This is not leather, but it feels nice and sturdy. It's pretty thick. And the other side feels like suede. It comes in different colors. So there's a brown, there's a green, And then there's like an ochre. So I've seen quite a few of the sketchbooks with the rings, but they're often on the side. This is kind of neat. I often like my sketchbooks to be portrait formats rather than landscape, so this is kind of neat. And let me zoom out a little bit. What's nice with this one is that you can put lots of stuff in it. So on this side, you probably could just put your palette just like this, rather than bringing it with this. If you wanted to go with something else than this, you can just put this inside. But it also fits just regular palettes. And then if you have a long one, what I like about this this wrap here is that there's cover on top and at the bottom. That's why it felt weird, sorry. Yeah, fits much better. So that if you put something in it, it's not going to slide out. Up here there's a flap. It just protects your bristles. And this is really big for a big brush. It's nice. But yeah, it's just not gonna... Sometimes when those are a little bit loose, and then you hold your sketchbook like this, you don't want it to fall out. So I like this. It's the same on the other side. There's also a pouch on this side. You can put other things. Or once you're done with one sheet of paper and it's dry, you can just put it in and slide it in. Now let's talk about the paper. So it's 100% cotton. It's 300 GSM, 140 pounds, and it's cold press. It has a smoother surface on the other side. You can detach it, remove it. I'm assuming that at some point Lightwish will have refills. I haven't found them, but it might be a newer product. You can remove the clipboard. It's like a clipboard, see? And if you want something smaller to carry while you're painting, you can just paint on this. Now, the only thing that I'm not super excited about, and I'm not sure if it's going to bother me as I use it, is that the paper does not lay flat. It rests on the hardware here, as you can see. So I don't know what to think of it. Also, when you receive it, make sure you tighten those little screws, because when I took it out, this was loose. There was nothing. The little rivet was gone. The little screw was gone. I'm like, oh shoots, I got a broken one. And then I found it in the box, so I put it back on. It's easy to put it back on, but I tightened them both. So yeah, the paper feels really nice. Now, if you're having a hard time because the top of your paper is resting on it, what you can do is maybe get another sketchbook and slide it in like this, and you can just paint like this on it. You can flip it over if you want to or not, but that's another option if you need. Hey, you could probably even, if you have a portrait size one, slide it in here and paint this way. If it's a portrait one, you might even be able to close it. So anyway, I really like the idea of this wrap with the sketchbook inside. It does feel very sturdy. It's very soft on the inside. You can put quite a few things in the pouch here, and a few brushes and pencils, probably an eraser if you need to, paper towels, whatever you need. It's just, I'm just not sure about this part here, but I'll give it a shot. I'll paint something on it like this. It's mostly like if you do washes, you know, the water might pool maybe. I don't know. But right now, I'm gonna do, oh yeah, I was just gonna say, because the sides are soft, I'm not sure if this would work very well with it. I'm gonna give it a shot. Because this with the paint on it is pretty heavy. Yeah, it wouldn't line up. See this part? Yeah, I'm gonna break it. This part doesn't line up, so unless I go like this on this side, maybe. Or actually, I could go like this on this side as well. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not working. So I don't know if I would work. This you can attach to a sketchbook, but not to this. But that said, this is big enough that you would just put it down somewhere, I think. And then maybe hold this in your hand. It's quite nice to hold in your hand. I really like the balance of it. Anyways, swatches, I said. So I'm going to start by doing swatches of all those colors. There are 12 colors, and it's a pretty nice assortment. The paper for the swatches is not the best, but right away I noticed that the paint is pretty pigmented. So that's cool. There is absolutely no information on the paint as far as pigment numbers or light fastness. So there's no guarantee as to the quality of the paint. But as far as I can see, they look pretty nice. And honestly, when I go out and about to go plein air painting, I usually do that in a sketchbook. So I do not come up with masterpieces that I want to sell. It's just something that I do to practice painting and have fun. So whether the paint lasts for hundreds of years, I don't really care. If the paint quality is good enough for me to enjoy it and to paint something that I like, then that's good enough for me. So I decided to paint something on the paper that came in the sketchbook and to see if those rings would be a problem with the paper since it doesn't lay flat. And just to check out the quality of the paper. I just decided to paint what was in front of me, namely the palette and the little water holder. And it was a fun, quick little sketch. I haven't tested the paper yet for like heavy watery washes or lots of layers or to see if it lifted. Again, it's a sketchbook, so I'm not sure if I'd be painting something super special on this paper, but for illustration types of paintings, the paper worked really well. I enjoyed using it. I like the texture. It's a cold press paper. I was able to line my art with a fountain pen. It's a little skippy, but it's normal because of the texture. But it worked fine. I was not really bothered by the fact that the paper was not flat in the sketchbook, but I'm still wondering if I do heavy washes, if the water is going to pool. I'm not super convinced that it's a great feature. It kind of bothers me a bit. But that said, I didn't have any problem painting. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with these two items. I like that sketchbook and the wrap, and the fact that there's plenty of room to bring lots of things with me if I go out and about to paint. It seems like it's pretty good quality. Again, it's not real leather, but it's nice and thick, and it seems to be durable. I like the size also. It's not too small, it's not too big. You can actually switch, paper pads if you want to, and maybe bring one to just draw rather than paint. And as far as the palette is concerned, I really like it. It feels durable, sturdy. I like that those mixing areas, they lay flat. I used it flat on my table. They're nice and level, and those mixing trays are sturdy, and the paint doesn't bead that much considering it's plastic, so I like that. The paint itself is not bad. It was very easy to re-wet and quite enjoyable. And then that little water container, I used it unattached because you cannot attach it to the palette when it is on the table. So I used it separately, and it's nice and sturdy. I rinsed my brush in it the whole time, and I didn't feel like it was going to tip over. So that was great. So yeah, it's a great set, both the sketchbook and the palette. I really had fun doing that quick little sketch. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to using them again. Thank you all for stopping by again today. I hope you liked this review video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you soon in another video. Bye-bye.